becoming endangered. New Zealand has lots of species that are endangered. Being endangered means that there's not many individuals left. Okay, so how did this happen? First of all, we have to understand food chains. Look at the food chain in the drawing here. What does it mean? Well, the food chain tells us what eats what. So this one means that the aphids eat the rosebush, ladybirds eat the aphids, and starlings eat the ladybirds. So what will happen if the gardener sprays the garden with a spray that kills the ladybirds? Well, that would mean that there'd be nothing to eat the aphids, so there'd be a humongous increase in aphid numbers. And the rosebush would take a real beating and get real sick, and it might actually die. What about if the gardener sprays the garden and kills the aphids? Well, then the ladybird numbers would drop because there's less food for them. And if the ladybird numbers drop, then there's less food for the starlings, so there'd be less of them as well. Well, what if the gardener gets a cat? The cat would kill the starlings and the number of ladybirds would increase because there's nothing to kill them, and more aphids would get eaten, and the rose would not get eaten as much. Whatever. If we change anything in the food chain, then things will get unbalanced. So what about the species in New Zealand that are endangered? What's happened to them? Now it's your job to pick one and find out why it's become endangered and explain that.